Exciting news, I have a couple retreats coming up in the US. So this June, Hawaii, 1st through the 7th, and Colorado, 19th through the 23rd. These will go quickly. More details in the link below. Good morning and welcome to your practice. Let's begin on our backs. So not a lot of pretense here. We're just gonna move and breathe. But let's begin on our backs. That's always my favorite cue at the beginning of class. I don't do it often enough. Pull the knees into the chest. Begin to notice your breath. Don't try to shift it. It's hard not to, but don't try to shift it. Try to notice how it is as it is. If it's a little shaky, a little jagged, maybe it's fluid or long. And then let the knees fall wide. Move into some big knee circles here. A few times in each direction, just getting a little, maybe pumping up some synovial fluid there. So just the way that we observe the breath, we're going to observe the body as we move. We're not trying to move in a certain way. I'm giving suggestions, but just really observing how the body's showing up today. Whether the movements feel fluid, whether the muscles feel tight, open. Let this be an observation and a curiosity rather than trying to fit into boxes and poses. Feet are on the ground, rolling bridge. You can use the arms or not. Just let the arms be wide or long, however you'd like them. But the hips glide up and there's a bit of a ripple of the spine. And then they glide down. So on the way down, it starts at the top of the spine. You slowly come down to the tail and just reverse that on the way up. Couple times. And the next time you come up, let's come into a bridge pose. Let's go for it. I don't know why we always do it at the end of class. Let's put one in now. Leave the hips up this time. Press down into the feet. Maybe you bring the hands to touch behind you, maybe not. Maybe just the tops of the arms are pressing down. The hands can even come up by the sides and wide. Ooh, just feeling a bit of heat. Tailbone reaching towards the backs of the knees. And then slowly come down. Swing the legs side to side, windshield wiper. Just a little bit of spice in the morning. And let's wave up and down. Eventually find your way to tabletop, however you want to get there. Wave out the spine. Walk the hands forward. Melt the heart down. Puppy pose. Maybe hands are in prayer behind the head. And kind of wag the tail. Maybe the gaze is forward. Different options here. Release the hands down. The hips glide back to the heels. And slowly roll up. Hands to heart center. Ooh, the breeze feels good. Maybe set an intention for your practice today. And often I just like to say hello to my body in the morning. Often that's my intention, is just hello. How are you? Intention of getting to know ourselves just a little bit better. I'm here, I'm listening. Downward dog.
Take a very slow walk to the top of the mat. Feet are hips distance. Wave the spine out a few times. Big soft bend in the knees. And then wave up into a chair pose. We're going to find some movement here. So cat-cow in the spine, big cactus of the arms. And you can move however you'd like here. Maybe it's really small ripples, or maybe they're quite big. See how your body wants to move. And then come into a static chair. Hands together, thumbs to heart center. All right, twisted chair. Let's just get into it, huh? Twisted chair. Big step back with the left foot. Back knee plants down. Staying here for a moment. And then exalted. Hand can come to the sacrum, or maybe it comes to the back heel. And take a big open stretch back. Maybe the left hand comes behind the head, presses back. Pretty big opening. Pubic bone pulls up to the belly, belly pulls up to the throat. And then slowly come down inside the leg, lizard pose. Let the hips melt down. Anywhere you'd like to be, any way you'd like to explore here. I like to open up the foot a bit, pinky toe edge side kind of rolls open. I mean, the pinky toe edge side is down, the rest of the foot rolls open. And then taking a twist here, maybe the back leg bends, maybe not, it's pretty big for the morning. Your choice. From here, sage pose. Gotta love a sage pose. This is a cool transition here. You can just kind of bring the foot down if you had it and take a seat. Hands come to heart center. I'll actually turn here so you can see me. Yeah. Sage pose. Pour forward. Get a little bit of a wave in the spine, or you can stay. All right, extend to the back of the mat, reach long. You can adjust and take a big stargazer here. Ooh. And downward facing dog. So be at the other end of your mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. Drip the knees down, hips to heels. Chin to chest, wave forward. And downward dog. Step the feet forward. Hips distance, wave the spine a few times, getting length every time you come up. Bend the knees, roll up into chair and ripple the spine. Really big or really small. I was talking kind of like casting a spell here. Static chair for a moment. Elbows go up and over, this time to the left. Don't really torque yourself here. This can be gentle. Weight into the left foot. Take a big step back with the right foot. Back knee goes down. Exalted warrior. Hand behind the hips, or maybe reaches back farther. Pulsing. Finding some space, making some space, and then come inside lizard pose. Take your time here, pelvis drips. You can explore. Sometimes I like to kind of roll onto the outside thigh. but you do you. Big, juicy breath. All right, let's take a twist. Either the left hand to the knee, spiral the heart around, or maybe you take the foot, grow out of the hips. So like you're getting a little bit longer between the ribs and the hips on each side. And kind of lean back as if there was a little bit of a heart opening. The back of the heart kind of lifts the front of the heart slightly. And then sage pose. The right leg comes down and you take a seat. Take a moment, hands to heart center, elbow, opening the thigh. And you can stay here or pour forward with ripple. Stargazer, back of the mat. Ooh, delicious. Downward facing dog. All right, let's wave it out. Inhale, wave forward. Knees drip down, hips to heels. Chin to chest, round forward, downward facing dog. Just take a tripod on each side. Lift the leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, knee to nose. And take a fallen triangle to the right. We'll just stay here for a moment. Take a big opening, 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 and then come all the way down to the ground. Twist towards the left and fold down. Maybe a few ripples here. The more you fold over the leg, you get a little bit more into the low back. Slowly rise up, take a twist. We're gonna come out the same way we came in. So push down, lift up, and downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. And the knee to nose, fallen triangle. Find your way there. Any variation. And sink the hips down, spiral to the right, fold over. The more you fold over, oof, there's something good there. For me anyway. Just that little extra twist really does something for me. And slowly rise up. Press down to lift. Downward facing dog. One last time. We'll do this little vinyasa wave. Wave it forward. Knees drip down. Hips to heels. Chin to chest, round forward. And downward dog. Spread the feet wide. Spread the hands wide. Make it really short. Let's take a twist. Right hand to the left heel or calf. Switching sides. Ha! Toes go out, heels go in. Take a seat, Malasana squat. Squeeze the thighs to the elbows, elbows to the thighs. Couple rounds of breath. And slowly release down. Ha! Sukhasana. Some spirals of the spine. Be a little figure eight. And sit back in observation. Noticing anything that shifted. This is actually a pretty big morning practice in my body. So notice what it felt like to get a little bit more spacious early on.
Notice any mood, any emotion moving through. And then more on a somatic level, any vibration, any pulse, any heartbeat that's perceptible. And just back to the breath. Simple, steady metronome, observing the inhale, observing the exhale. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your time and your trust and your attention. May the ripples of this practice get wider and wider. Hands together, thumbs at the third eye. Let's pour forward in thanks and gratitude. 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙚 Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. And big, big love from Bali. We're getting ready to start our teacher training next week. I'm so excited about it. Yeah, it's gonna be delicious. We'll be doing one the same time next year, so it'll be January, February. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. It's a hybrid version, so we do half of it online, and then we meet in Bali for 2 weeks, and it sells out really quickly. So if you're interested, be sure to get on my mailing list because it goes out there first. So maybe next time we practice, we'll be here. Anyway, thank you. I'll see you on your mat next time.